come here. You'll create an account from the link that's in the school group. Then when you log in, you'll end up on this page. And so this is your dashboard, right? It's going to show you what day you're on in your cycle, where your phase is at, what this phase favors here. It's going to start giving you food recommendations. It'll show you where you're at with your hormones, what the energy and the mood are. And then we are going to go through this step by step so that you get the most out of it. So first you'll go up to this little icon, the little avatar, go to account, and you'll come here. And then you will go, we'll just go one by one. So integrations, if you have an Aura ring, you can connect it. It will populate all the information in here. And then you go to cycles. You can hit log bleed. And this is where you would put where you were, how long you were bleeding, create bleed. If you want to, you can put how many tampons or pads you use to track the blood loss. I just put one in, so I'm not going to go ahead and put one in. And then you can fill this out if your cycle's irregular, your cycle length. If you're not cycling, you're pregnant or in menopause, you'll do that. You want to make sure all of this is filled out because the recipe recommendations, the exercise recommendations all come from your information. Addresses, you're not going to have to worry about. And then we'll go over to health. So here's our details, right? So you can configure your height, your body weight, your waist circumference, which is not 270. And then from there, you can go to symptoms. This is where you create little snapshots. And so you can track your symptoms this way. So for today, oh, I have to put something in. Here we go. So you'll start here, right? And then you'll hit the little arrow and you'll click if you're having any of these symptoms. Then click the arrow, click this if you're having it, create symptom snapshot, right? And then we'll go back to account, health, and then we'll start to go through all of these things. So you have your charts. So if you're adding in snapshots or you're adding in info here, it'll show up. Or if your Aura ring is set up, this will populate all the data. Then you can go over to calendar. The calendar is going to show you a whole bunch of stuff, right? Today's the 14th. If you want to add something to the calendar, you click. You can pick what you want to add. You can set reminders and the system will email you. You can log your weight, your temperature, your sleep, your food, whatever you're trying to log. And then you'll create the event. So then you have it logged into your calendar. If looking at all of this stuff is just a little too much, right? Because you have, here's where I menstruated. Now I'm in my follicular phase, the fertile window. And so if you want less, you can filter out stuff. So if you click on this, things start disappearing. So you are able to see what you want to see. So if you don't want to see the seasons, if you don't want to see the eclipses, the moon phases, whatever you're wanting to see, you can change it to a week, a day. I like looking at the whole month. And then billing is if you're going to order any type of labs through here. So I'm not going to go through that just yet. And then you'll want to go over to settings. And this is super important, right? So you can fill out this information. You go to health. We already filled this out in the other section. But you want to go to imbalances. So if you've had lab tests or you already know I have high cortisol, you want to check mark it. The more things that you check mark in here, the better your recommendations will be for what to eat and what to do during each phase of the cycle, right? And then you can go to preferences. If you're dairy free, you want them highlighted, they'll turn pink. If you want to see all the recipes, you'll keep them unhighlighted and you'll run through all of these. Are you trying to eat a high protein diet? And then you'll hit update, right? And then it comes back. What's your goals? Are you trying to increase fertility, increase gut health? What are you trying to accomplish with the food that you're eating? And then you'll hit update. And then provider preferences. If they're pink, that means I can see them. If they're not pink, I can't see them. So if you don't want to share your information, uncheck all of them and hit update. If you want to share all your information, leave them highlighted. Okay? Then these ones are just how the app is set up. So if you want it in standard or metric, you want it in 12 or 24 hours. Then notifications, what do you want on, right? If they're not highlighted, they're not on. And then you click update. Addresses, this is if you're going to get labs or medicine shipped to your house, right? And then you see you can install this onto your phone so that it's always with you. You can always add everything you need to add to it. So then once all of this is set up, we can go over to cycle tools. And that's going to show you what we loaded the last time. Reports, it'll start to show you that information, timeline. I didn't log properly in here, but it'll show you your period days, temperature logs. Those will show up automatically if you have the Aura ring. Otherwise, you can enter them in manually. And then you want to go to cycle insights. This is where you can get insights like I'm in my follicular phase. So it will tell me these are my vibes for the phase. If you don't like this one, you can hit refresh. You can click learn more on these to learn more. And you can go over to movement. It's going to recommend running, dancing, biking. You can click on the exercises for today and it will tell you what exercises to favor. And then skin, tell you what your skin should be looking like during this phase. And then we go into cycle planner. And this is where you can plan out your cycle. Like if you're having a holiday or something, you can know what phase everything is in. Symptom snapshots, if you're taking them, will be here. So if you're tracking all of the things that are going on in your luteal phase, you want to be adding these in as snapshots, especially if we're working together, because then I can see what's improving, what's still there, what's going on, track everything so that the more you track, the more awareness you have, and then the more that we can start finding balance. Now these ones, labs, this is if you want to add these in. If you're curious, if you don't have health insurance and you want to just get these labs, they're all sent mostly to your house. So you'll add it to your cart, check out, right? They have wellness panels, thyroid panels, sleep and stress, all sorts of different panels for you to choose from that you can have on here. And then you'll see your history when you click through these, right? If you're trying to add in any medicine, so if you're looking for hair solutions, you're looking for weight loss solutions, these are all, you'll meet with a nurse practitioner for it to be qualified. Then we get into my favorite part, the kitchen, right? So this is where you can get all of your food recommendations, right? So we can pick, we want to have lunch. And now only lunch is showing up. We can check these. We only want vegetarian. Time ranges, it's like how long does it take to cook? You see this, it's like that takes 35 minutes to make, an hour and 5 minutes. And I can promise you, Jen that created this, made all of these and timed them when she did it. So it's not a false timing thing. Nutrition ranges, if you're looking for certain calories. And then you can also click recommended to see what are they recommending right now. And then if you really like this looks good, you can bookmark it. And then it changes to yellow, and then your bookmarked recipes will show up here. Okay? You can use this for all of your meals, all of them. And Ayurveda will be implemented in here soon so that it will show you your doshas and your body types and how that can integrate with everything as well. So I highly recommend this because look, it's like learn how to build your grocery list, right? And it's going to download the list. So if you go up here and you want to make this salmon bites, click that, generate shopping list. And then it's going to download. You'll download it, you'll print it out, you'll take it to the store. I highly recommend using this as much as possible because it's going to give you the foods your body needs in the cycle that you're in the symptoms that you have, and try to start making balance, right? Then we go to sleep. You can log in your sleep. If you're having trouble sleeping, I highly recommend that you log your sleep so you can see improvements. If we're not logging it in here, then we don't know if it's improving or if it's getting worse. We might think we know, but we don't know unless we track the data. Meditation, there is lots of meditations in here. You can refresh. It's a new one every time. Then there's these wellness sounds. So these ones are for migraines, but you can refresh, high focus, anxiety, diarrhea. They're all certain beats that help to calm the body. Sound is a wavelength that helps us to reset the body, so they're super powerful. And RDR Wellness has a mobile app also that you can get custom sounds made specifically for your stuff going on. And we'll keep going down the list here. So you have notes. If you want to add notes in here, if I send you notes, they'll be in here. So if we're working together and you're sharing all your data, you might get notes put in here like, hey, check out this recipe. Have you tried this? Or we need to order you labs, or you need to schedule labs with your physician. This is where you can keep just random notes that you need to put in. They can say anything they want, right? Food, journal, anything you want to track. And then if you don't want to share it, like if you're sharing all your information, but you don't want to share this note, mark it private. It's totally fine. Time logs, so we can add new time logs in. So if you're tracking it by the time, so maybe it's food, we could put breakfast, 1:14:26, and then put in your info, create time log. Calendar, this is just going to be a bigger version of the calendar we were looking at earlier. Resources, if I put any documents or extra resources, they will be in here. You can also upload your own documents into here if you're just wanting everything in one place. So if you get labs done by your doctor, or you get recommendations from somebody, or you just have a new document that you want to put in here, go ahead and upload it. It's like your own little mini health portal, so that you have everything about your gut, your hormones, your thyroid, your liver, all in one spot. The notifications, you can mark it as read, it'll go away. You can archive it, it'll go away completely. If you don't want to get as many notifications, you hit update, and then you can turn them on or off. Conversations. This is where you would chat with me, right? So let's add participant. No. So create conversation. Oh, this is if I message you in here. So if I message you, the conversation will show up in here. Agreements. This is any agreements for JiHi, like privacy policies and stuff like that. My account, We already looked at that. You can get it from up here or over here. And then when you sign up through the link, you'll also get access right here. So you'll get just my info where you can message me. You can look over everything. The biggest thing is to fill out your imbalances, to fill out all of these imbalances here. So because the more you fill out here, the better off the kitchen is going to get with its recommendations for what you should be eating for your goals. Okay. And so that's how you use the tracker app. You can download it on your phone. It'll look slightly different on your phone. I would be logging into it once, if not 2 to 3 times per day, especially when you're working on your health. The more aware you are of what's shifting, what's changing, what's going on, the more change will happen. We have to track the data.